Hello everyone, this is Chris back here again with another episode of Civ 5. We are right back into the action, here in the thick of it, so to speak. Yeah, we're just trying to really build up to counter some of the threats that we're going to have in the game. Like at the beginning of the game, Japan was the biggest threat because they wanted to settle in our land. So we kicked them to the curb. Then, now that we're here in the late game, mid-game, these guys are going to be our biggest threat. I don't think these guys are as big of a threat as they appear to be, but they might end up being our end-game threat. We also have a possible threat from Songhai. They're basically gearing up for an attack on somebody, and multiple AIs have told us that it's going to be us. So we have this fleet here. It's not a very big fleet, but if push comes to shove, it can defend us. Why is there a pirate fleet? I thought Morocco were barbarians there for a second. So Morocco has correctly identified our armada. That's cool of them. If that prophet comes to our lands, we will shoot it down. I mean, that's also part of the reason why I'm pretty sure we're going to be enemies. Because with him being the first World Congress leader, he's bound to propose things that we don't like, that we'll have to vote down. And he'll decide that we're his enemy because we don't want him to be in charge of everything all the time. The AI in this game are not known for their crucial decision-making abilities. Scientific theory is going to be big for us. But I think we got a boat and a block here for this one. Yeah, if England didn't also vote... Actually, that was really close. Way closer than it should have been. We got room for one more... Oh, we don't have room for one more frigate. We'll get a privateer then. Privateer will be fine. Eight ships should be enough to defend us. So we won't waste any more money on this. No. It's a bit of a shame that this spot here didn't end out a little differently. Though now that I think about it, it couldn't really ended up too much differently. Oil, I guess. He has cannons. Medan. Our military has been rising. How are we doing? Still fourth. I guess that's fine. After we get these wonders finished up, we'll start ramping into archaeologist production. I think. Let's actually take a look at that because I don't know. We have one. So we don't really have the culture buildings for it yet. I guess we'll be going culture buildings then. Build a mine. We don't have any room left yet to let Konya grow. You're stealing my stuff. This will not stand. Amphitheater. Do we have to build a city here? It's not looking good. Boy. This start is really... It was really good at the beginning, but now that we're into the late game and we're getting zero strategic resource we want, starting to not feel very good. Let's roll the dice one more time. Do you have oil? Does anyone have oil? There are so few strategic resources on this map. I'm pretty sure part of the reason why we have one of the best navies in the world at the moment is solely based on the fact that nobody else has any iron. I mean, when we were looking at that list, I only saw Washington with some iron. It's not good. But where's the oil? I mean, we have tundra and desert. There should have been some oil, right? Amphitheater. Yeah, get this out quickly. I mean, I guess that's what you got. Taking my allies. It's a big gold investment. So 11, 15, 15, 25, 2. It's an okay amount of pop. So in this situation, we can't win the vote by ourselves. Meaning, it's best for us to support a claimant who has more of our interest at heart. Elizabeth would be a nice one, and so would Washington. Between the two, Washington's weaker in the city-state game, which means we won't have as much competition in that regard. But he also has 2 from World Wonders, which means if he starts building up static bonuses, it may just be impossible to unseat him. I'm going to go with Washington. Simply because I want to try to conserve as much money as I can. I'd rather have World Congress all the way over there than right there. Got another 5 or 6 minutes left in this one. Our status hasn't changed incredibly much since we started. I hope I can get to, see this go off right here, because I want that. How's our scores looking? Dude, you have copper. I want copper. Refuse. So there's still 200 points ahead of us. Which hopefully is just coming from religion. 139 from religion. 126 from religion. So we're getting close to one another. Oh, we got hospitals, didn't we? It's really good for us. Askia has entered the industrial era. Where's everybody at? Industrial, Renaissance, industrial, and Renaissance. So, Elizabeth, Ahmad, and Askia are our closest rivals as far as tech goes. Although we have managed to maintain a not a good size lead, but a lead for the entire game. Budapest units are always a welcome addition. No, 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 no. Again? This land is worthless. We just finished this. There is no aluminum in our lands. So there was no iron, then there was no oil, now there's no aluminum. Let's go for broke. Any coal? How is this even possible? You have oil. Not a lot of oil. But you have it. You'll eventually have some oil too. Get our public schools out. Yeah, we'll do Jakarta. Nah. And we won't trade, will we? Yeah, look at that science jump. That's 50 points. All from building one. I guess. We're kind of cool with you. Don't really want it, but... Konya finished up whatever it was working on. Get a zoo, Konya. We should try to buy out another city-state. So we... We don't really need them as a thing. And... You know, we can always try to buy them out later. The thing is, they only have gold, which is not... We already have gold from another city-state. Yeah, I mean... He tells us that it's causing a divide between us. That we're getting close to city-states that are near him, but he literally took a city-state off of us that was right outside of our city. Indonesia, full of hypocrites. I don't know what to tell you. Not the real-life Indonesia. This one. Our evil, backstabbing Indonesia. I don't actually have a good track of time at the moment, so gonna let it run for another few minutes. That should bring us over 30. I don't know if it will. That's what we're going with. Is Bucharest militaristic? You've been spreading your dirty religion in my lands. So we've gotten 4 now. Pretty okay. Pretty okay. Get up to the last hospital. Refrigeration, since we're not going to be able to get oil. So the problem with not having oil in the late game is a bit like not having iron in the mid game. It means you're not really able to project your power anywhere. Like, in the real world we talk about things like soft power, where by having a large navy you can show up somewhere else. Well, technically that's hard power, isn't it? Yeah. What I'm just trying to say is that without the ability to have ships that can attack a city, we can't really do anything if somebody gets out of control far enough away, you know? It's like, if Jakarta does something really powerful, and we need to stop them real quick, we need the Navy to do that. Asuka's going back after Japan. I should have signed a defense treaty with them, but I didn't think about it. I actually think this will be where we ended off. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, and I will see you in the next episode of Civ. Next weekend we'll be continuing this game, as we always do. So I will see you then. Bye for now. Alright guys, change of plan. We actually had 8 minutes left on the clock, which is, well, I'm pretty bad at timing, so we'll just keep going. Ignore that last bit. I might cut it out. Then it might be a little confusing, but we'll see where it goes. Sure. This Ottoman music is really good. Every time I get close to them, they just jump further and further ahead. It's disappointing, honestly. I must be doing something right, because I've managed to keep the tech lead for a pretty long time. Museum, that's what we're working towards. Hey, 666 gold. Sure, you can have open borders. I know you're busy at the moment with a war, so... yeah. I forgive you. I know you're in an awkward spot at the moment. Pretty good split there. I kind of don't want arts funding to pass because I'm not planning on being a cultural empire. As we saw last game, the AI is really good at generating stupid amounts of culture, so it's a little hard sometimes to get your culture victory. We're the world's salt dealers, aren't we? Which does not match my personality at all. Never salty. Never, never, never. Oh, it was a modern era, wasn't it? Might have goofed a little bit. Yeah. Oh, he's happy with us. Okay. Generally, when they show up with the delegates at World Congress thing, they're not happy with you, so I'm glad things turned out alright here. And this here's a problem. Oh, we didn't have any coal in our empire, did we? I guess we're going freedom. I don't think I'll ever adopt this religion, this ideology. Just not useful. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think that's right. Because we're always building banks and stock exchanges. We're always going to have specialists. But we're on a timer now. We need to start improving our culture and our tourism, or we're just going to get influence into the ground. Our poor little city of Konya. You know what, Konya? You grow a little bit. You've earned it. Guess since there's nothing holding us back at this point, we might as well just go for broke. We're going to Tech Labs. Alright. Getting to the point where I'm thinking it's about time to end. Although, we've already done that once this episode and it didn't end well, so might wait a little bit longer, but just until this turn cycle rolls over. here we are. 1795. Didn't quite break the new millennia, but that should be good. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.